What's going on, everybody? I'm Commander RestlessCorpse, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Now, as you can see, based on what is going on here, that I am once again way the hell up above the galactic plane. Now, here's the deal. I've been jumping all goddamn night. I went about 1900 light years. Kind of toward the bubble, but up. And the reason that I did that is because, remember, I was kind of saying that there just wasn't anything interesting on the way to where I was going. And I didn't really want to get off of the path. But I made an executive decision, 2 of them, as a matter of fact. The first one being that I unpledged to ALD. Now, before you get your panties in a twist, when I get back to the bubble, I am definitely going to re-pledge. It says I only have to wait half a day. Well, clearly I'm going to be out here longer than half a day, so it's not going to be a problem. But doing that did not erase the credits that I have racked up while I was pledged to Arissa Lavinia Duval, because they're still on my transaction page, and we'll go to that in a second, because there's a lot of stuff there that I just kind of forgot about. It's all kill warrant scanner stuff. The second executive decision I made is to go back up to the patch. I am now 1 jump away from the very edge of the money patch. And I'm going to ride the money patch toward the bubble as long as I can to try and pad that wallet. So, without further ado, let's get right to it and make our jump into the money patch. Now, this time around from the money patch, I'm going to also be jumping to lots of white dwarves. Remember how when I first got there, I was only jumping to neutron stars and black holes, and after that I was just looking for black holes because I was in a hurry to get to Sagittarius A. Well, now we're going to take our time a little bit, and the reason that I'm going to be jumping into a lot of white dwarfs and stuff is because they're actually pretty profitable as well. I know I talked about this in a previous episode, but I have heard that you can find some pretty cool and interesting planets orbiting white dwarves. Such as like neon worlds and stuff like that. And I want to check one of those guys out. But now I say that I'm going to spend some time in here, and that is technically true, but I am not going to spend like a ridiculous amount of time. Like, I'm not going to do what I might. Between recordings, I'm probably going to knock out a whole bunch of these. These don't look all that interesting. This is all rock and ice, or probably just ice. That one looks like rock, the rest of them look like ice. But we do have to plot a new course. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the map here. Let's turn toward the bubble, which is over there. And the bubble looks all weird now that I have unpledged. That is weird. Now, those are friends, obviously, but... Oh, because I have it on power play at the moment. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so I don't have any friends on at the moment. That's not a big deal. Let's go back to where we are. Way out here in Shrogia. Now, what I'm going to be doing is moving along this patch. As you can see, all I've got lined up here are carbon stars, wolf red stars, which I should probably get rid of. White dwarves and non-sequence stars. Actually, that doesn't really do anything, but carbon stars does add some of those S-types and stuff. So I'm going to be going in that direction. Uh-oh. I think the patch ends like right the hell there. This is a very small patch. I need to make sure that I stay in this patch. This patch kind of goes this way, though. Oh, it seems to just go around. Like, if I go straight toward the bubble, I lose the patch, it looks like. So I'm going to have to go kind of around it. And that's fine, but ultimately I'm going to be going toward the patch. You can see it kind of just goes that way. So that's what we're going to be doing. But I am not going to be choosing my path, like, 1 jump at a time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out here. And there are lots of other stars here, too. I mean, if I checked them all, you'd see all kinds of stuff. I think is that Coalsack? That might be Coalsack, because remember we went to Coalsack first. So I'm just going to choose one of these. Well, not that one. Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't want to go too fast through this patch, because then it will kind of make it, you know, kind of pointless to have gone here. But, so if we look at this, we've got 4 jumps. 3 jumps, and they are all through good stuff. Like, there's the white dwarf, neutron star, and another neutron star. Now, if I set it to economical, let's see what it goes through. It'll go through 1 neutron star, 1 white dwarf, another white dwarf, another white dwarf, and the ending at the neutron star, but it is too many jumps. That's kind of pointless. So let's go back to fastest routes. Yeah, because each of these jumps is actually something good. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Now, no real news or anything, but there is something that I was thinking about that I've actually been thinking about for the last couple days, and I meant to talk about it in the last video, but I forgot. Now, when I get back to the bubble, and I know I say this a lot, I talk about all the things that I'm going to do when I get back to the bubble. When I get back to the bubble, I think that I've been wanting to put a little bit more of a cinematic spin on these videos, and less of a just me kind of talking, but like do things. I mean, I used to be kind of a writer. I don't know if I want to write things like that, but I mean, I want to add some production value to these videos. Now, it's a little bit more difficult to do it while I'm out here because I'm just jumping through random systems and, you know, not doing anything spectacular other than exploring, which is super fun. But when I get to the bubble, there are a lot of things that I want to do, and I want to create like more of a narrative for Commander RestlessCorpse, the would-be pirate. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to be doing. Also, I need to remember that white dwarves and neutron stars are dangerous, and I can't just, you know, be all willy-nilly with my jumps like I usually do. But what that means about the series is when I get back to the bubble, first of all, I want to take a tiny little break, maybe a couple days, without like recording, and just get my bearings again, jump around, you know, remember some stuff, find some cool systems that I want to do videos on. When I do a system video, because remember I said that I want to do like a tour guide series with the videos, that's going to be apart from this numbered series. I'm going to keep the numbered series going, obviously, with doing fun things and stuff like that, but I'm going to be doing that as well. Those will not be daily. Those will take some time to make, because I want to get, you know, good, informative tour guide style videos for each system that I choose. As for the more cinematic and more like production style videos, I don't know how often I'm going to get those out, because they're going to take, you know, they're going to take some doing. They're going to take some like script writing and recording of specific shots and things like that. So just kind of, I don't know, just kind of look for that stuff. But I'm super glad that I am back into the patch, because now I have stuff that, you know, stuff to do that's not just like jumping for hours to get a 20-minute video out, you know what I mean? Also, did I? Yes, I did. So we're going to do what we usually do at this point, and I'm going to get a little further away from the star, charge up, and then power up at the end of the charge here. And this is what I've adopted as my method for not running into neutron stars. But in any case, I will see you guys if I find something interesting. I'm actually going to be looking for cool worlds that are orbiting white dwarfs and stuff like that. So I'll see you guys in a second. So I was doing a little bit of looking around on the galaxy map, and I was trying to see how far I could actually take this money patch back toward the bubble. And it looks like there's a lot of twists and turns in it, but it goes on for a really long time. Like I gave up about 2,400 light years away from where I am now, and it didn't look like it would stop anytime soon. The trick is, like, you just have to do the twists and turns, and if you run out of patch, then you look to the left or the right until you find some more, and it's there. I'm not real sure exactly how far it actually goes, but it's really far. Let's take a look at this guy right here. This is way too far to go for a water world. But so far in this patch, this time around, I have not found another system or I've not found a system in general that has been discovered by anybody. So we're in a good spot, making that money, if you know what I mean. And I decided against what I was doing before, where I was just plotting a course and seeing which, where the jumps take me. And I am actually just going system by system here, because I want to get as many of these as possible. What's cool is that I'm like skirting the edge. What are you? Are you a black hole? No. I'm skirting the edge of the patch here. Like, you can see if you go this way, it's actually decently thick patch. I mean, this is, it's really far, but I'm skirting the edge, the outer edge of it. And then when we get through, like I'll show you, when we get over here, it looks like we can turn toward the bubble and continue skirting this edge, which is what I'm going to be doing. And then somewhere around here, it ends, kind of. Scroll out a little bit so that we can go a little faster. So see, oh, it actually moves in so that it's not the edge. But we're going out this way. What are we looking at here? 400 light years. I mean, it goes pretty far before we have to like look for a different spot. Come on, buddy. Where are you? I know it ends around here somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe. Oh, so all right. So see how it ends here, but you can see over here. So you just would skirt over to this side and then keep going. So that's what I mean by twists. And when we get up here, we're gonna have to go back to this side and then keep going. So I mean, I could be in this pretty damn far. I don't know about all the way, but it is a good chunk of change that we're going to be making here. So I'm going to stay in this as much as possible. Unfortunately, I haven't found anything like actually interesting, but it doesn't really matter when you're making money, I guess. I mean, I know that we're going to end up finding something interesting. I haven't seen a black hole yet or anything like that. But what I'm doing is I'm going from non-sequence star to white dwarf, just whatever's close to the system that I happen to be in. Whereas before I was kind of discriminating and I was only getting a white dwarf here and there. Obviously the white dwarfs aren't worth as much as a black hole or a neutron star, but they're still worth a nice chunk of change. They're worth more than anything else that I could find other than an Earth-like or like a terraformable planet or something. Alright, so here we go. This is what I was looking for. We have a white dwarf with a planet that has an atmosphere. Now, I'm pretty sure this is just a rock, but I want to check it out regardless. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I am not facing this neutron star. Oh, this is not even a white dwarf. This is a neutron star. Well, fuck it. Let's go check out that planet anyway. It's going to be the first one on the list here. Alright. So I don't have to go toward the neutron stars, but I'm going to give it a wide berth, so we're going to fly out this way a little bit before we turn toward that planet. I want to go check the planet because it's got an atmosphere, and to be honest, I haven't spent a whole lot of time checking planets that were orbiting neutron stars either. So let's go check it out. I'll see you guys when I get there. So there's nothing really special about this planet, but once again, it's a neutron star, not a white dwarf. And I could be wrong about the whole neon thing. I just remember somebody saying something to that effect on the subreddit, something about neon worlds, and I kind of want to check those out. And I don't know why I went back to the system map, because we are going to the galaxy map. So navigating this is a lot easier than it was navigating the other one on the way to the core, because I have something to look for. Like, I just look for the icon or the Polaris and all that stuff, and that way it's easy to orient myself to it. Whereas with the core, I always had to, like when I was going this way, I always had to scroll way out, turn it, and then scroll back in and go. This is a little bit quicker. Anyway, let's go check out this white dwarf.
Frameshift drive charging.
So far, every white dwarf that I found that had planets orbiting it were just ice planets. So I'm not sure if those are what I'm supposed to be looking for like a neon atmosphere. And to be honest, if there are any ice planets circling this one, I'm going to check one out just to put my mind at ease. Otherwise, I'll probably look up what they're talking about. They might not be talking about anything particular. And honestly, the planet itself probably doesn't look any different than anything else. I just want to check it out, you know? That's what we're out here for. We're out here to find stuff and discover things. Most of these are actually orbited by lots of gas giants. And the gas giants are all helium and something else. I don't remember. So I'm pretty sure that's not what they're talking about. But that one actually kind of looks cool, so I might go and check that one out. Helium and hydrogen was what I was looking for. But look at this guy, man. He's got all kinds of shit going on his surface. It looks really damn cool. I don't know. Some of these gas giants just have the coolest like patterns and colors on them. And I don't know why I like them so much, but that's probably it. And they all have rings, and the rings look awesome. I would much prefer rings that are more varied. I mean, this has like a small rocky ring in the middle, and then it's all ice. I like when they're all staggered, like rocks and then ice and then rocks and then ice. Metal, I guess. I don't know if you find a whole lot of metal rings out here in the deep space, but this guy is pretty damn cool. I'm glad I came out here to check this one out. But we're moving on, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so here we go. We're at a white dwarf here. I believe. Yeah. We got a white dwarf going on here. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to swing over to the closest ice planet, which is this guy. Probably snag them both. But I want to check and see what the atmosphere in this ice planet is. So we're going to slide right up to it. And being that it's an ice planet and it's relatively small, I'm pretty sure I got to get pretty close. But I wanted to ask you guys what you thought about my plans to have more like, when I get to the bubble, have some like produced content, like a series, possibly kind of scripted, a little bit of writing and whatnot, and, you know, epic music, things like that. I want to, because my videos so far have generally been, you know, gameplay while talking over it, and I'll still be doing those because it's a series, and like it wouldn't make much sense for the series to change drastically. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. It wouldn't make much sense for the series to change that drastically, so I'd still be doing my numbered series. And again, I want to do like the tour guide stuff, but it would be really cool to have just kind of like a story going on, you know what I mean? Let me know if you think that'd be cool. To be honest, if I started doing that, I would need some of your help, actually. I know a number of you have friended me, and that's really cool, and I'll probably ask you for some help now and then to make these videos. Let's go ahead and check the infos on this guy. Neon. So the atmosphere is neon. Now, I don't know. Oh, it's like 100% neon. Wow. I don't know if that raises the value of it at all. I can't imagine that it would, to be honest. But it's really cool to have like a neon atmosphere. So I'm going to grab this guy too, and then we're going to move on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to set down on an ice planet. One of the ones that it's orbiting a neutron star. So everything is relatively dark. But I just wanted to set down on a planet to kind of take a look at the sky, because right above us is the Planetary Core. And as you can see, I landed down on one of those little weird mountains that is inside a crater. And if we look up here, this is the core. I mean, it's cool as hell. I was trying to get the angle so that you can see the contrast of the core. So like there's the rim of the core right on the horizon there. Look, even though I said that I was rushing through getting back because I was running, like I was just not finding anything interesting or anything like that. Even if I can't say that now because now I'm in the money patch, and you know it's fun making money. It's fun getting all these white dwarves and neutron stars. I didn't see any black holes. I went to the realistic map and I looked around. And I didn't see any black holes. But even if a system that you jump into has nothing interesting in it, as long as you can land somewhere, you can find something cool to look at. Like these planets, I know people all say like all the planets look the same. And they do. Like, let's not beat around the bush. I mean, the procedural generation can only go so far. But you can still get amazing vistas from these planets. Especially with these giant craters. I mean, this is... If I had more time, I would just drive around this damn place and just, you know... just check everything out. I would really like to find one with deep trenches because... I don't know. I just think that looks cool, like the canyons and whatnot. But, I don't know. It may not look like a whole lot to you guys. But I think these craters look absolutely awesome. And this is where I'm going to leave you guys. That is all the time I've got. Expect a lot of videos in this money patch. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about doing kind of like a super sped up, no cuts, just farming these neutron stars and white dwarves with, you know, some kind of story or something dubbed over it. And maybe we'll get into something like that tomorrow night. But for now, again, that's all the time I've got. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. If you want to see more videos of Elite Dangerous or any of the other videos that I've done, go and hit that subscribe button. If you have anything to say, throw it down in the comments. Remember, I am Commander RestlessCorpse. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I absolutely mean it when I say that. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Eject. 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 Eject.